Preparing the stream to go live. Preparing to go live. It's setting it up. And we are live. And in color. Oh my God, I'm blocking my own view. Okay, here we go. And hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition, a live edition of Daytime Today here on JLJ Media. I am JLJ Media of JLJ Media. And we're here to talk about entertainment news that goes on, news and alleged things that happen during daytime and digital content. We have our executive producers, creators, and hostesses extraordinaire to talk about with you and give you some insight on what's going on in the world of entertainment of daytime, digital dramas, and other. Here they are, your hosts of the show, Daytime Today, Tami Goveia, and Candice Mack.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daytime Today, this November 15th. Am I on track?
Yeah. It's
right, yeah?
I think so. Like it's November 15th, but it's actually November 15th. It is.
So currently we are live on YouTube. We're also going live on Daytime Today's Instagram page. And so we've got some people who are now joining us live on Instagram as well. So that's fantastic. Yeah. Instagramma _ MUGSI has joined. So I'm going to wave. So this is awesome. This is awesome.
Just waiting for it. So on the YouTube, we got a little bit of a delay on my end.
Okay.
But I'm going to check back in. But I'm pretty sure that we have our followers that is still waiting.
They're on. They're coming in.
They're coming in. And so I took out my earphones because I realized that the Instagram people can't hear the audio when I've got this plugged in. Right? Aren't you glad I figured that out?
So proud of her.
Holy moly.
Right, girl. That's right, girl.
All right. So Candice, I was saying to you earlier in the week, I'm like, it is like crickets out there in regards to news.
It was.
And yeah. You're like, I said, is it me or is it just kind of quiet? And you said, no, it's quiet out there. And then all of a sudden, of course, last minute, there's some stuff that came in. So that's great. What did you think of the week in general? In regard to the news?
News-wise, when we get to it, there's one particular person that I've thought about a lot lately. Regarding, his journey. We'll talk about that in a minute. Other than that, the soaps were really good this week. I know you guys talked about Bold and Beautiful earlier. It's a doll life. What can I say about that? But it was good on the soaps. Talk show wise, it's still weird.
Yeah, it is still weird. There's that groove. Yeah, it's all weird. It's weird. Well, let's start the show with some non-weird stuff. So Miss Kim Delaney, who I've been loving on GH.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, Tami.
Yeah.
Quick question. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear?
Oh, no.
You can't hear me at all?
Yeah. Technical difficulties, people. Hold on.
You are doing. We can hear you perfectly. Kim Delaney is wonderful, but I need her to be on more. I need her to be on a little more. They brought in Gregory Harrison this week. It's like, come on, look at the family going.
Yeah, I love the storyline that they've been finally starting to flesh out. But it looks like Kim Delaney's got some other projects in the works. I mean, she, like a lot of soap opera community folks, she's got a Lifetime original film coming out. It's called The Long Island Serial Killer, A Mother's Hunt for Justice.
Dang, okay.
I cannot wait for this, Lifetime. I'm more of a Hallmark kind of gal because I like the formulaic, there's always a happy ending. But I would think as an actor, especially Delaney, doing a Lifetime film, You can kind of just sink your teeth into all this stuff. So this was actually inspired by the true story of a woman named Mary Gilbert, whose search for her missing daughter led her to the gruesome discovery of 10 bodies.
Dang.
I know, the true story stuff always freaks me out. So it's slated for a winter of 2021 premiere on the network. So it's kind of interesting that Soap Opera Digest aired this article to promote it. It's actually not coming out until winter of 2021.
That is kind of interesting.
Isn't that kind of weird?
It's very early. It's very early.
I think they kind of felt the same way we did. It's like there's not a lot of news coming out this week. So
yeah, I guess so, right? I guess so, right?
So it looks like Kim's character on the show on GH, she's off on some, one of her assignments. So she's going to be off the landscape for a wee bit. But she and the character will be back on General Hospital. Thank goodness, which is a good
thing. Yes, yay.
Which is a very good thing. Another really exciting thing, I'm just going to wave to some people in the chat room. We have GVN_QSD has joined the Instagram Live. We have Miss Christina 617 has joined Instagram Live. So I'm waving to you guys. I hope you guys can see us and hear us. Let us know in the chat room, in Instagram, you guys, if you can hear us and if you can see everything. Because it looks great. It looks great to us, but who knows? Margaret.a.hibbert has joined on Instagram, so waving. Again, you guys, make a comment in Instagram Live if everything sounds good and if everything looks good.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Candice? Can you hear us?
Okay, now I can hear you guys. So am I coming in okay? Am I looking okay?
Everything looks great.
It's weird because all of a sudden it was just the audio like cut out. It's live, folks.
We are grooving.
It's live.
It's live, folks. It's live. So you guys talked about Kim Delaney.
We did.
And can I just say that I love her on General Hospital? Like I was a little worried, not gonna lie, but it seems like she's fitting in. So I love that.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for her movies. Like I love Lifetime. You guys know this. And if you don't,
like a great project. It's not coming out for a while, but clearly we will continue promoting it up until the winter of 2021.
That actually sounds so far away, but it's really, if you really close your eyes, it's going to be here before you know it. Cause I don't know if maybe things will change in the world and, who knows, maybe. I'm just saying. But one thing that hasn't changed, and I don't want this to change even after things get back to normal, is Alan Locker in the Locker Room. If you have not gone to his YouTube channel to see all of the reunions, all the interviews that he has done, you're missing out. And James was one of his guests. They were kind of intertwined. Alan was on James's show. So
Alan is great.
Yeah, Alan is like he's a miracle worker. I don't even know how else to explain it, but One Life to Live fans. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes. The baddies of Carlos and Alex, right there, just drop the bomb. On November 19th, which is Thursday at 2 p.m., which is One Life to Live's time slot, Tanya Walker and Tom Christopher are going to be on the Locker Room. Oh, yes. The baddies of Landview is coming to the Locker Room. They're going to talk. They're going to dish all about how it was to be the bad characters on this show. I mean, they were iconic. Totally. I mean, if you look at the, villains and villainous, they're right on that list. They have to be. And if not, I need a recount. But, so stay tuned for that on November 19th. Now, tomorrow on the Locker Room, this is a special one. When you think of legends of soaps, one name that comes out is Beverly McKinnis. Okay, McKinley. Who played Alexandria.
Beverly McKenzie.
Beverly McKenzie.
Because her
Thank
son,
you.
Scott McKenzie, is a famous director of daytime soap operas.
Yes, and I was going to get to him because he's going to be on The Locker Room as well, as they have a tribute. They're going to pay tribute to her. She is, I mean, some people know her as Irish from Another World, but she also carried the spinoff of Texas. You guys may remember that. Those people, of a certain age remembers Texas. Then she went on to play Alexandra Spaulding on Guiding Light. After she left Guiding Light, she did General Hospital. But, we talk about the Mara West and we talk about the Kim Zimmers.
Yes.
But Beverly was a class of her in her own. I mean, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube, look up some of her scenes with Michael Zaslow, even when she was on Another World, how she just carried, I mean, iconic character.
Absolutely.
And, like we said, tomorrow at special time, it's going to be 3 p.m., of course, Guiding Light time. Alan's going to have Jay Hammer, who played Fletcher Reed. Is going to have Scott on there, Mark Derwin, Grant Alexander, and Vincent Irizarry on to just talk and just to share stories and just celebrate this icon of daytime. I mean, I'm just thinking about the Michael Zaslow, like Roger Thorpe and Alexandra Spaulding scene.
Yeah.
They don't make them.
Also,
yeah, they don't. And they don't make actresses like that anymore. I mean, there's some good actresses in daytime, but my God, Beverly just set the bar.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
So, can't wait.
And speaking of live shows, there's like this enormous. What are those huge flies that are like? What are they called? Well, fortunately, the screen door is shut and the glass door shut, but I'm like freaking out because I watched too many monster movies that this thing's going to come barreling through the glass.
It's not going to get you. Trust us.
So
you'll survive.
If you hear shattering of glass and I get eaten alive by this fly, I forewarned you guys. Okay.
Oh my God.
But on to some much better news. I read this storyline. Soap She Knows. I saw it and I was just beside myself with like craziness. So, I'm a Tyler Christopher fan.
Yes.
Isn't a Tyler Christopher fan, and he went through just a whole bunch of personal stuff like well over a year ago. And he was on Days of Our, I've been in love with him since General Hospital.
Yes.
To me, he is Nicholas Cassadine, but I'm loving Marcus. As Nicholas Cassadine.
Right.
But then Tyler went to Days of Our Lives and he was Stefan Demira, and I was like and like, oh my God, he's amazing. Even though the story they gave him, it's like they almost set him up to be hated. But he's just so phenomenal that I was able to look past all that. Anyway, he went through all this personal stuff, just like fell off the radar. The daytime community came out and said, Tyler, we love you, dude. Do whatever you need to do to get well and get healthy because your daytime family loves you and we will always be here for you. Well, yay on Instagram. He posted on Instagram just a couple of days ago. He said, after a near-death experience in December, doesn't matter. I am ready to start over again and get back to work.
Amen.
Can't wait to see you all. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if it's daytime, he may not come back to daytime. I don't know.
Right.
I don't care. I just want Tyler Christopher on the landscape again. I don't care what format it's in. Tyler, we here at Daytime Today, and I know we are speaking for daytime fans. We love you. We're so thankful that you are on the road to health and wellness and goodness. And we will, if you want to open up a lemonade stand in Pennsylvania somewhere, we will promote it. We will promote this lemonade stand.
I'll go, mask and all, and stand in front and hold a sign.
Seriously.
I'm serious about that.
Absolutely.
And he just had a birthday, correct?
Yes, he did. Yes,
Come on, Vincent Irizarry. He had a birthday also too.
yes.
Yeah.
He is part of our
But it's
birthday shout
yeah,
out.
birthday list. Yep. I mean, I'm happy for Tyler. You know, and you're right. You know, we've been fans of Tyler since General Hospital, and we've kind of grown up with him.
Yeah.
And you know, we're always rooting for the underdogs. And I like when I saw this, I was like, wait, what does this mean? Is he coming back to one of the shows? And like you said, no offense to Marcus and everything, he is doing a great job. But it's just like, is he going to be on another show? Is he working on a web series? Is he going to be a part of JLJ Media's Christmas holiday schedule? I don't know. Just gonna put that out there. Let's see what happens. But I'm rooting for him. He looks healthy. I've been following his journey on social media because he posts every now and then.
Yeah.
And he looks in good spirits. And, you know, God is good, you know, to help him redeem whatever demons he had or whatever problems he had to face. He faced it. He overcame. You know, we're continuing his, rooting for him. So, yeah, I'm excited. And I saw that like Mara West, Greg Vaughn, and some of his fellow co-stars and friends are rooting for him. So this is good. This is a good sign, and I can't wait to see what's next for him. So, yes. Now, Tami James, are you guys video game fans? Do you guys like playing video games?
I love Frogger and Miss Pac-Man.
Okay, that was for those of a certain age who remembers that. Yeah, okay. Tami, what about you?
There's never a video. You know what? There was this one like zombie video game that I played like back in probably the late 90s. Killing zombies, that was kind of a cool thing. But I've never been heavy into the video world.
Well, it's sort of like soap operas. I mean, it's different levels, different relationships. You know, you gain some knowledge, you lose some knowledge.
Let me just say, the video world is gigantic.
It really is.
Gigantic.
I mean, you take a look. I mean, you got Nintendo, Atari, Sega Genesis. We can go down this whole list. And some of the big names of daytime has provided voices for video games. We all know Courtney Hope has Control. If you do not know about Control, I'm going to get, for those old school video game fans, it's sort of like Tomb Raider, but with edge.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Badass. I mean, it's phenomenal.
She really is. And Steve Burton has provided voices for Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts as Cloud. And then you have Michael Park from As the World Turns with Red Dead Redemption. Well, now we can add two more talent of daytime to the list. Carla Mosley, formerly of Bold and Beautiful. It is weird saying that real quick. It's really weird saying formerly of Bold and the Beautiful when she should be on Bold and Beautiful. That's just my 2 cents. She's going to be providing the voice of somebody, but they didn't really. She's been in like different parts of the video game, so she's like a blend of different characters. And the Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Okay, now for those who don't know, Miles Morales is taking over being Spider-Man. Okay, this is like the next generation of Spider-Man. The video game is already out on different consoles, PlayStation 5 now, I think it is. I'm trying to keep up with these PlayStations. Like, I know the new one just dropped, but check that out. Speaking of superheroes, Christopher Sean. Who doesn't love Christopher Sean? Or Days of Our Lives fame. I mean, Star Wars. He's now part of the Star Wars universe. Well, now he's going to be a part of the Batman universe. Oh, yes. In the upcoming Gotham Knight, he's going to play Nightwing. Okay, Nightwing is a superhero who is going to defend Batman's legacy. In Gotham Hearts, him alongside Batgirl and Robin are going to protect evil. They're going to protect evil from coming into Gotham because Batman is dead. You heard it here, folks. Batman is dead. Again.
So they need some contenders on the horizon. They need some contenders. Christopher Sean is part of the contenders.
Yeah. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to defend Gotham at all costs. So you're going to have action. You're going to have romance. You're going to have really good story arcs with this video game. The video game is slated for early release in 2021. Like I said, if you're a video game fan, superhero fan, soap fan, these two games you need to check out.
Yeah,
I'm promoting it heavily.
Of all these amazing worlds, these fantasy worlds. So
yes,
this is interesting. This next bit of news. I've always been a fan of LeVar Burton. He's insanely talented, and but yeah. So LeVar Burton as the new host for Jeopardy.
Yeah. So.
You know, it noted here, he's been a favorite of Sesame Street for, you know, a long, long time. But yeah, what do you think about that, Candice?
So this came about because fans were, you know, throwing names around after, you know, we lost Alex Trebek last week. I mean, and some people feel as though it's too soon to talk about a replacement. One of them. But when throwing names out, LeVar Burton, who, you know, has done Reading Rainbow and Star Trek, The Next Generation and other projects, his name was mentioned a lot, to the point that they're doing a fan petition to get LeVar to be the next host of Jeopardy. I'm okay with it, but at the same time, it is going to feel weird. And we said this, you know, last week. Alex left a legacy with Jeopardy. I mean, he's hosted the show since I was born.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's going to be weird no matter what, you know, whether they start talking about a host tomorrow or whether they wait 6 months or a year to start talking about a host, it's going to be weird. And I think tuning into the show is just such a part of the fabric of television that the show needs to go on. It needs to continue like as soon as possible. That's just my opinion. I don't want to rush into it, you know, I don't want to make a hasty decision on the next host because, like, to your point, Candice, it's going to be pretty enormous shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important that the show must go on.
Yes, the show must go on.
Is that? The show must go on.
And real quick, we did find out from the executive producer who posted on social media, Alex Trebek's last Jeopardy is going to air on Christmas Day.
Wow.
So
that's wild.
So it's you know, it's very interesting now because I guess now they do have to think about what to do after the Christmas break. If they're going to re-show old episodes, take a hiatus, or do like many of these talk shows do when a host leaves, try out different people to see who was a good fit. But so far, LeVar Burton is the top seed, followed by Anderson Cooper.
It's interesting. Kenneth in Instagram, he's on Instagram Live. He said, I heard George from GMA wants to do it.
I heard that too.
Yeah. I know. You know, I think you nailed it. I think the problem is trying out hosts is easier when there's another host to bounce off of, because then you can kind of, it's a revolving door. You can kind of see who they're going to gel with chemistry wise. One. So it's really, I don't know. How about Will Ferrell? And we can just pretend he's Alex.
Wait a minute. So, okay, real quick, because I don't know if we even mentioned this, and we'll go to the next topic, is that, you know, we lost Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I think the same weekend as Alex Trebek. And
like, the haystack.
Right. And the first thing I thought about when, you know, after I was like, well, Sean Connery and Alex Trebek are gone, I thought about the Saturday Night Live skit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, of the irony, I was like, and they're back together again for 200.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Oh my God. So, Sesame Street. Sesame Street, another great show of our childhood, celebrated 51 years
51.
early this week.
That's just
51.
So
It's just crazy that they've been around that long as somebody else on this, behind the
Yes, we're
scenes.
the same age. Yes, me
I
and
wasn't going to say
are the
you.
same age.
I wasn't going to say you.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
wasn't going to say you. I was talking about the people who run Zoom.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not all about you, James.
Apparently, you have not met me. It's always all about me. And for you,
what I love.
Yes.
Oh
what
my
I
gosh.
love about. Go ahead. What?
No, I was going to say real quick, it's just crazy to me that this show has been around for 51 years. And you think about all the talents that has come through Sesame Street, all the music, artists, actors, again, iconic characters. I mean, Big Bird.
Yeah.
We were introduced to the Muppets, Kermit, who
Yeah. And besides soap operas, Sesame Street's what other show besides Sesame Street has that kind of legacy along soap operas? Celebrating 55 years, celebrating 50 years, 45 years. Sesame Street is one of the very few programs that can say, yeah, we have that kind of legacy in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and everybody loves Sesame Street. Who doesn't love Sesame Street? I'm just curious because I would like to talk to them. If you guys don't like Sesame Street, I will seriously come to your house, stand 6 feet away, obviously social distance, with a mask on, a Sesame Street mask at that, and we'll talk about it. But real quick, Tami, what has been some of your favorite moments of Sesame Street?
It's so simple. I love Count Dracula.
The Count me ways.
I love the Count so much. Like, I can't even tell you how much I love him. So it's just those little segments in particular that make me laugh, and just I feel like a kid again every time I see the Count counting.
Oh, she has a crush on the Count. Dude. Make sure there's a hashtag. Hashtag Tami loves Count.
I love
There you go. James, since you've been there since day one, what has been your favorite moment of Sesame Street?
Well, it's funny. I was more of an Electric Company fan, actually. Okay. Seriously, I was. So when it came out, I wasn't.
I remember that.
Sesame Street was okay. I like the Count and all that stuff, but I was much more a Zoom fan.
We're gonna zoom.
We're gonna zoom. So I was more of a Zoom fan, and I was more of Electric Company with Easy Reader and Rita Moreno. I mean, because they had music and it had songs, and that's why. And Zoom had arts and crafts. I was much more of a hands-on child. But I will say, David just said it in the chat room. Mr. Hooper's death was one of them.
Yeah.
Also, when he handled divorce, they did one on divorce. That was really good. Also, both of those were. But the Mr. Hooper's death is one that made me cry because Big Bird's like he made me cry. But it's good for kids. I mean, it's just the show is so iconic that it changed the face of children's television. I mean, it really did. I mean, everything else literally came after it. I mean, it's just kind of a like almost like Tami using Tami's words earlier about something else. It's like the fabric of our television watching. I mean, it's just I'm glad that HBO is still running them. I'm glad they're still doing new episodes. It introduced us to two guys living together, whatever that means. Yeah. A grouch, where he learns lessons. There were a lot of stuff that came out of that show. That was, and diversity. It's set in New York. New York is diverse. If you're from New York, I know New York. It's very diverse, and that's why I will always love that.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. It's the diversity of the show because you had mixed marriages. You had Bob Maria, of course you had Gordon and his wife, and you had social topics that for kids, and I love this too, is that, like you said about death, they kind of talked to they made it not kid friendly, but
just
kid appropriate
around.
Right. And they've been doing it even now. They have a character who has dyslexia, and also who was blind. And they keep up with the times. But again, it's a children's show. But I just love how they treat the children as these young adults and help them understand. Recently, they did a town hall about Black Lives Matter. And they had Elmo and they had Zoe. And just one of my favorite moments, to be honest, is a song that still to this day brings joy to me, and it brings joy to everybody. Rubber ducky, you're so fun. Quack, quack, rubber ducky. That song is, and it's, I know it's so cheesy. As an adult, it's cheesy, but think about it. We just smiled. Sesame Street always brings out the goodness in a bad situation. So happy anniversary, Sesame Street.
Anniversary. What's interesting, Miss Candice? You said last week that there was like a little bird that told you some
yes, Big Bird.
Yes, for all my children fans. Well, it looks like coming soon to Hallmark. What is it? Coming soon to Hallmark's Home and Family is another reunion. And it looks like this will be featuring Jacob Young, Cameron Matheson, Darnell Williams, Debbie Morgan, Kelly Ripa, which I'm like, what? Eva LaRue, love Eva LaRue, Rebecca Budig, and Alicia Minshew. Oh my gosh. No word yet of when the episode is going to air, but ooh, man, that's just going to be soapy goodness, as Jane Zoe says.
So I'm going to have Kendall, Greenlee, and Ryan.
Right?
One.
Are you like mind blown? Hello. I love
two.
And Greenlee. She's like, I loved. Ugh.
Okay, so we're just gonna do this right now. Which team were you on? Team Greenlee and Ryan, or Team Kendall and Ryan, or Team
Greenlee?
Really?
Yeah, from day one, totally.
Okay, that was daytime today, everybody. That's why I'm joking. I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't get past Greenlee and Leo.
Yeah,
I was set. That was like my couple. Like, I don't know. But Ryan and they even did Haley and Ryan for a little bit, and then Ryan and Erica.
They tried all sorts of things. Things.
But the big picture is we're going to have Jesse and Angie. Do you guys understand? Jesse and Angie, that's big news.
Yeah,
that's like that. Hallmark delivers so much on bringing Christmas miracles, and like you said, all my children fans, Merry Christmas. There you go. But there's somebody else who's bringing some joy to, I don't want to say dark world, but right now is a dark time with this whole Corona. We're getting into the holidays. You guys already know, based off of the news, they said holidays is going to be insane. But Days of Our Lives and Hallmark's fan fave, and we love her. Jen Lilly is, she has the movie coming out, USS Christmas, which is coming out. I think it's coming out this weekend on Hallmark. So check local listings. But she's partnered up with, now get ready for this, Tami. This is important. The U.S. troops, Toys for Tots, and Christmas in Need for the ultimate Christmas Wonderland treat. I'm talking about a Christmas dinner. I'm talking about having your whole place decorated like you were in a Hallmark movie with the big trees, the lights, the candles. Did we mention cash? Isn't part of this. Toys for children, toys galore. But, she needed some help because this contest is called Christmas is Not Canceled, because Christmas is not canceled. I'm telling you this, folks. Christmas is not canceled. But she needed some help from some of her Days co-stars. So, she did this little thing, this little video, and well, you take a look, roll video.
Let's see if I can bring this up. Make sure all the folks on Insta can see it as well. Let's play this video. Can you see it?
So
let me hold on.
All right.
There we go. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome blossom.
Okay, I don't know if you
Let me
guys can
find
hear
the-
it.
And Christmas is sexy.
There it is.
You know what else? Supporting our troops. Sharing the love. Helping families in need. Hosting the ultimate Christmas. Being the hero your family needs.
Love it, right? That was so awesome. I just love how everybody came together for that, you know, and it's almost easier given the times to get people on Zoom, and you know what I mean, like to get these recordings from people to do this type of thing. So that was so cool. I loved it. Christmas is not canceled.
Yeah, so the contest is starting now, obviously, and it ends December 10th, I believe. But go to the website, christmasisnotcanceled.com for more information. And yeah, that video was something.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
You know, and I want to go straight into wishing some happy anniversaries because we've got a lot of celebration to do. Christmas is not canceled, and we're going to continue celebrating what should be celebrated. So let's start out. We want to wish a happy anniversary to Mr. John Lindstrom. Is Ryan dead? I will. Anyway, I digress. John Lindstrom celebrates 35 years in soap operas. He's like, I had to interview him at the Daytime Emmys, and it was so hard for me to articulate.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He and Katie were coming down the carpet. I'm like, come hell or high water, I'm going to get the both of them. And I actually got to speak to the both of them that day. And
I'm not jealous. I'm just in shock. We'll talk later.
John Lindstrom celebrating 35 years in soaps. We have Mr. Bradford Anderson. Mr. Spinelli celebrating 14 years on General Hospital.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know he was on for that long. That's amazing.
And I remember day one. That's crazy that he's.
It's Spinelli. You either love him or you hate him. I love this. I love the scenes between him and oh, hello, Sonny, because every time Spinelli starts talking, Sonny's just like, will you just get to the point before I shoot you? Anyway, so Bradford, happy anniversary, 14 years. We have Mr. Martzoff, 12 years as Brady on Days. Oh my God.
Remember that first day.
I know. Melissa Claire Egan rolling on her 9th year on Y&R. Oh my God. She's been so iconic.
9 years on Y&R?
Can you believe that?
What?
I know.
That was a surprise. I'm like, wow, time flies. It came out.
9 years. And Candice, who do you want to wish a happy birthday to?
I would like to wish, besides Vincent Rosari, who had a birthday this past week, Frank Valentini, General Hospital's executive producer, celebrated a birthday yesterday. And today is the one, the only. I feel like James should have queued this up with some Gloria. Judy Chapman's birthday is today. Judith.
We love her. I met her. She's so funny. She's tiny too in real life. She's tiny, but she's a ball of energy. I love her.
She's a little piece of dynamite is what she is.
Baby, she's a firework. Okay, we don't have the legal rights to it. Okay.
So happy birthday, Miss Chapman. That's so awesome. One of the things we like to do, if we can squeeze it in, is these little fashion segments. And so Candice became obsessed with a particular piece of fashion this week. So Miss Candy, who are you?
So I tried to pull this picture up, but for some reason, technology didn't love me today. So my pick is Katie McLean as Jennifer on Days of Our Lives during the Jack and Jennifer party that went straight to. I loved her outfit. She was giving me Veronica Lake with her hair and makeup.
Totally.
I was like, yes, Days makeup and hair and wardrobe team. Yes. Like There's just something about Katie and those kind of outfits. And if you've seen Katie and from All My Children to As the World Turns to, Venice to, now she's first and foremost, if I was a fashion designer, I would love her.
Yeah.
She can pull it off. And with this look, it was very classy, romantic, modern. And who says you can't wear white after Labor Day?
That got thrown out the window a long time ago. Long time ago.
So that was my pick for fashion.
I love it. So one of the things before we wrap up for this week, thank you everyone who is with us on YouTube right now, watching the show. Thank you to everyone on Instagram who's been tuning in live with us. We just want to share all the fun stuff that's going on JLJ Media. Candice, you had mentioned earlier here on the breakdown about all the fun Christmas shows that are going to be coming up on JLJ Media. And if you go on to Instagram, you can actually get the layout. You can get the show schedule of all the amazing Christmas content that's going to be coming out on this network. If you love Christmas, let me
tell you guys. Right here,
I was going to do it. I was going to bring it up.
Just like that online. It's a whole schedule from November 30th to January 3rd. JLJ Media is doing Christmas, and we're also going to thank you. We have it broken down by segments too on there, and I'll be posting them again as we get closer. And it kicks off with our Mistletoe Road season premiere, our Christmas series. Tami with Goveia won't be in the first episode, but she is in the series. And that starts November 30th, kicks it all off. We have all kinds of programming on it because we're going to do Christmas right. And we're also doing Christmas in June. So we have a whole second set of Christmas stuff happening the month of June. I'm out.
Because JLJ Media says Christmas is not canceled.
Boom.
Nope, not at all, bitches. It's not canceled.
At all. So we are going to continue to stay in the spirit of Christmas fun stuff. What's going on with Forever and a Day, Candice?
Okay, so, season 1, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for supporting Forever and a Day. This was truly a labor of love, hard work, very long hours, but you guys have enjoyed every last minute of the craziness of Augusta. And, speaking of Christmas, 'tis the season to be jolly because December 18th, Forever and a Day comes back with a Christmas episode. What? And then in February 2021, doesn't seem like forever with that, we come back for season 2. And I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you this. Stay tuned and listen. You don't want to miss a moment.
Good stuff. I can tell you, as the network head, I've been in a few of the recordings. Amazing. One recording brought me to tears, so I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I love that. Also want to share that, if you're a soap opera fan, clearly if you're tuning into this show, Daytime Today, you love daytime news. JLJ Media has got a very special corner on daytime television, in particular with the soap operas. So you can catch the Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight, which airs on Sundays at 12 noon. So we just finished recording that. That's with James Ladd Jr., Amanda Russ, and myself. Does the recap for the Bold and the Beautiful. General Hospital fans, there's also the GH Mini Spotlight. Is it going to continue going live, James?
Yes, girl. The fans are demanding it. We are going.
I demand it.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
We're going to continue going live with these shows because it seems that when we go live, like you said, James, people are loving it. So GH Mini Spotlight live on Sundays at 6 p.m. Who's going to be hosting today with you, James?
So we have a very special guest again. We don't look at other GH podcasts as competition. Over the years, I brought on now 3 or 4 different sets of hosts of other GH podcasts. Tonight, the Pier 54 GH podcast will be joining us, the ladies there. Me, Fink Moran, and Carla Renata. Carla, excuse me, not her. She's doing Superstore right now. Frank Moran and Lucretia Lyon will all be talking General Hospital together. So when podcasts collide and collab.
I love it. Collaboration.
Yay.
I love that. Y&R, if you're a Young and the Restless fan, there is a recap show every Sunday at 10 a.m. here on JLJ Media. Lots going on Y&R. Another, if you're a Bold and Beautiful fan, there's also the Bold and Beautiful Rewind, which is an audio only podcast. It's spotlights every Friday. It's a whole lot of drama Friday on JLJ Media. And so Bold and Beautiful Rewind, again, audio podcast, just kind of spotlights past characters and shows and subjects, and always a special episode. So make sure and tune into that as well. And on Fridays, again, a whole lot of drama going on Fridays here at JLJ Media. GH Dirty Deeds. When James came up with this concept, I'm like, oh my God, this is brilliant. So this show spotlights the dark side of the characters on General Hospital. So if you love all your villains, who doesn't love the villains on daytime television? Tune in on Fridays to JH Dirty Deeds, because it's good. It's dirty and it's good.
Dirty Deeds.
The next one will be on Julian Jerome.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know why I'm doing it.
Just a hot mess.
Yes.
You know why?
It's a hot mess.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah. And I think we also, a little bit of news, it was officially confirmed that William Devine he's gone off of General Hospital. He posted on social media his goodbyes to his co-stars. And we here at Daytime Today, we'll miss you, William. And thank you. Thank you for playing the role. So, all right. Days of Our Lives fans, let's talk, because there was a lot to talk about. It's the word a lot has been brought up. We're going to start a drinking game. With,
a lot.
There's a lot of stuff, Days of Our Lives fans, that you guys have been talking about, wanting to see. Last week, Ron Carvati joined the crew. This week, with Tony and Michael and the crew, they're going to talk about what went down this week. The fallout of Jack and Kate. I'm confused. I don't even want to talk about. And Abby, girlfriend, we need to talk. But if you're a Days of Our Lives fans, like I said, you check out Dishing Days. Dishing Days is the official recap of Days of Our Lives on YouTube, not JLJ Media, but on the official YouTube page with Tony, with Michael and the crew. And also make sure you you subscribe, you tell a friend, tell your neighbors, tell your wife about Dishing Days. And also, as a reminder, November 21st, Days of Our Lives fans, at 10 a.m. Eastern is the Day of Days event. So don't want to miss that. Dishing Days tonight, 3 p.m. West Coast, 6 p.m. Eastern. Tony, Michael, crew, official YouTube page. Check them out.
And before we sign off, if you're with us on YouTube right now, please make sure and comment, subscribe to the page. We appreciate the support. Here for the folks who are live with us on Instagram, Frank_KIGOYE just joined. So we're waving to Frank. Thank you for joining. Please, like and subscribe to our Instagram page on Daytime Today's Instagram page. We appreciate the support immensely. Folks, we want to make sure you know where to find Miss Candice Mack. So, Candice, where can they find you?
You can find me at CandyMac82 on Instagram, at CandyPool on Twitter. Of course, you can also find me over at FAAD Podcast on Twitter and on Instagram for Forever and a Day. And you can find me here, Daytime Today. I'm here with Tami. Tami.
I think so. Who am I today?
I can see you. Where are you?
You can find Daytime Today on all the social.
Everywhere.
As James said, you know what they're called. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Daytime Today. Please follow, support, comment, engage. That's why we're here, to engage with the fans of daytime television. You can find me on Instagram at Tami.Goveia, Twitter, Tami Goveia. Facebook, Tami Goveia Official, and I am working on uniforming this whole thing, so it's a lot easier.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
It's like I can't get Tami Goveia on Instagram because someone has it. I don't want to get rid of Tami Goveia on Twitter because I'm afraid if I do, it's like,
Right.
first world problems, right? It's ridiculous. Thank you, everyone. That's been our show for the week. Again, we appreciate everyone who's joining us live on Instagram. We appreciate everyone who's joining us on YouTube. And until we meet again next week here, 1:30 p.m. on Sunday, just a reminder to let's be kind today. Let's be grateful today. And as always, let's daytime today.
Daytime today.
Love you.
Bye, guys.